Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, yeah. Here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, yeah. Tell 'em turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, a courtesy call. I am not afraid.
Hello, everybody. Defenders Live is on the radio.
Man, what
Dylan
a day.
Miles. What?
Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day.
I know, right? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Hopefully, y'all are not wet. Where's the bell?
Sorry.
I was
taking a sip of
thinking,
my
like,
drink.
we just got over some rain. I know, like, out in the Midwest is pretty much a pond now. You know, so God bless all y'all. Hope everybody's all right. Anyway, welcome to the show. So many things to dive into. Such an awesome thing. First off, let's go to doaeshow.com. That is DOAE show.com. Yes.
Yes.
You want to go there. And why would you want to go there, you may ask?
Well, I would say that the best reason to go there is because all of your Jackhole Nation gear
Yeah,
is
it is.
there,
As
sitting
Steven and I
there.
are sporting. For those
sitting
of you
there
on
waiting
radio.
for you to buy it. Go to
is.
doaeshow.com/shop and go and get your Jackhole. Just look up the word Jackhole and you'll find it. It's amazing.
It's there. It has your name on it. I saw it. I was just there earlier. It has your name on it.
It has
What are you waiting
all
for?
of your names on it.
Also, check out mojo50.com. Guys who host us on there. Make sure you go check out all the other people, all the other hosts, the amazing, amazing people that are there.
It's amazing.
And their swag as well, because they
yes.
have some awesome stuff too.
They do. Such as, like Izzo, he has his stuff.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
And,
he does. Brandon Morrison has his.
Brandon has
Morse
his stuff.
Code, the Code Monkeys.
Code Monkeys, they have their stuff. And, Jeremy Hansen has his Unleashed gear.
Yep. The Cartel Boys have their stuff.
Of course. And you can always get Mojo 50 gear over at mojo50.com. But, we need to give tides to our sponsors.
Yes, we do. The sponsors being this one, starting off, as always, is Ministalgia. We like Ministalgia. Ministalgia is from...
What was that pause there?
Well, because my brain, I hit a crossroads. My brain was going to go two different ways, and I got Ministalgia is where you go. You go to mojowildrice.com, enter the promo code SPRING10, and they give you 10% off the entire website. The entire website. What is on this website, you might ask? Good question. Thank you for asking that. You will find the wild rice products, the pepper jams, the beer jellies, the whipped honeys, and all their other awesome products. Jay and Lori are up there. They are going crazy because now all the snow is starting to melt, and there's a pond out in their yard that didn't used to be there. They need stuff to do. Go to mojowildrice.com. Promo code SPRING10. Get the wild rice, which is the only native grain in the United States. It is gluten-free, sodium, fat, cholesterol-free, high in protein, zinc, potassium, trace minerals. One serving meets your daily whole grain needs. And for those of you with the sugars, this is the food for you.
That's Ministalgia. That's mojowildrice.com. Promo code SPRING10. So asking for a friend Jackhole.
We've already started. Good Lord.
We are starting bright and early here.
God bless you.
He says, I am very wet here in Nebraska.
Hey-o.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I feel bad for you, but at the very same time,
there's massive flooding in Nebraska.
This is true.
But good play on words, sir.
That's a very good play on words.
Best way to make it better is just to laugh about it. That's all you can do. Things that you can't laugh about, Dylan.
See, y'all are I'm gonna get mad right out the gate.
It's time to get your duct tape ready, guys. You want to wrap your head as quickly as possible because of this the coming 3 stories.
Oh, they have to be said. Nobody else is saying them, so we're gonna do it.
Yeah, forewarned. You have been warned.
You have been warned.
Duct tape.
I may cross over into a an attempted Matt Locke impersonation at some point in this. Okay, so yeah, no, y'all need to hold on. From lifenews.com, the headline: a woman pregnant with quadruplets.
Yes.
Wants to abort the boy babies.
No,
she does.
No.
A woman who is pregnant with quadruplets after suffering from infertility now is considering whether to abort 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read it, and then when you have something you want to add in, we're just gonna work it like that because I think it'll work better. I think it'll work better this way.
Yeah, you're right. You're probably right because I'm gonna
because you're gonna like bust through and not really. No.
My eyes. I'm already.
Yeah. The Reddit user Plain Ganache posted her story online Tuesday on a Reddit thread called "Am I the Asshole?"
Hold on. Stop. Future thing doesn't even outside of the fact that you literally are getting too ready to ask people if it is okay if you're an asshole for killing your unborn child. Let's get that. Anytime you have to ask if you are, the answer is usually yes.
Yes. The answer is yes. You
Just
are.
so you know.
Look, are you poo-pooing on things? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
See, the woman said she and her husband struggled to get pregnant for years and eventually went through a in vitro fertilization to conceive. Okay. So here's a thing about in vitro fertilization. Usually, if it does happen, most likely you have more than one kid.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And for those of you that aren't aware, I've got several friends I've known who've gone through it. Basically, what they do is they take the eggs from the female, they take the baby gravy from the man, and then they take petri dishes and they kind of take an egg and they drop it and they fertilize it and they put them in each one. And once the eggs are fertilized, then they take all of those eggs and they ram them back up into the woman, which sounds much harsher than what it really is. But they give it back, they implant them back into the female, and then she turns around and carries. And obviously when you have that many fertilized eggs, it's not uncommon to have multiples, but not all of them last. Not all of them take, not all of it sticks to the lining of the uterus wall, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And eventually the unfertilized ones just go out and are borderline miscarriages, and the one takes usually, or 2, and it goes on. In some cases, you have multiples like this, where you have 4 of them that have survived.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you've been struggling, as this lady says, as it says that they've been struggling and suffering for infertility, you kind of think you'd be a little bit more grateful.
Well, she writes.
What did she write?
Here's what she wrote. I need sad music.
Oh, God.
Let me see.
You're just going to piss me off more. You realize this.
I got it.
Okay.
Now I'm a small woman. 5 foot and very petite. At my next scan, it was suggested I consider aborting 2 of the pregnancies for the sake of my body.
Stop. No. For the sake of your body.
Everybody.
I'm just curious there, Pumpkin. Did someone not tell you what happens when you have a baby? Even if you were, let's assume you didn't have this issue with infertility and you conceived on your own. Did no one tell you that, guess what? Your body's going to be put through hell. But it's supposed to be worth it. Suddenly, your priorities are now changed. Suddenly now you give more of a flying fig about your body than you do about these children.
And to be honest, I was quietly considering bringing this idea up to my husband because of the money involved with raising 4 children. We could afford 2 babies, but there's no way we could afford 4.
Stop.
Go ahead. Come on.
So let's see. How many excuses do we have so far? First off, I can't do it because it'll hurt my poor body. I hate to tell you this, lady, but you're already carrying 2 of them. That at a 5 foot body, very petite, air quotes, if that's really the truth, your body's already destroyed theoretically. And I say destroyed because that's how everyone else is using it, and that's how she's looking at it. Your body's already done. The air quotes damage is done, whether with 1 child or 8. It's done. You're still going to be pushing them out. This is the same argument for the whole late-term abortion thing. Is if the baby is born, there's no reason once it's born. The failed abortion. If the baby comes out in a failed abortion, that you should try to save it. There's no reason to let it die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because you have already done it. The act has already happened. You've done everything that your body at that point does. And you were now relieved, air quotes, of the baby.
Yes.
So, really? So now first it's her body's
me and my
wrecked.
husband are distraught. That this is our reality. But we went home and tried to figure it out. From our latest scan, we know that we have identical twin girls and fraternal boys in there. If we go through the selective abortion, which we most likely will, I brought up that I would like to keep the 2 girls as they are identical twins. I'm hoping to have twin bond. And also, to be honest, I've always wanted girls.
All right, stop. So now we have a third excuse now. Now you have some made-up twin bond fantasy thing. You're newsflash. Even if they were all identical, you can't control that whether they have the twin bond or not. What? Why? Why? First off, it's your body. That's not good enough. We don't want that wrecked. Too late.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to turn around and talk about, well, we could afford 2 babies, but we could never afford 4.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're going into this, well, if we're going to do it, I really want the twins to have this twin bond because someone's been watching too much Lifetime. This is a life we're talking about. These are 2 lives, actually. These are 2 unborn children. And my question to you, darling, is what would have happened if they were all girls? And let's just play the extra game since we're going down that route.
Sure.
All girls and all identical. What would you do? Just put 4 little dots up on a dartboard and just kind of throw it at them, and which 2 you hit? Those are the 2 eggs you take out? Why?
Yes.
If you can't tell me that you were not informed that there is a high possibility that you are at a high risk of carrying all of the eggs that are implanted inside of you. So you knew this was coming. So why in God's name are you going to sit here and someone please tell me if I'm a giant a-hole for joining to kill 2 of my unborn children? Yes.
My husband is on board with this. But as soon as I told my mother and sister of the scenario, they kicked off, calling us selfish, entitled, and saying that we're searching for designer babies.
Yeah? Where is your family? Because I want to high-five them. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? And you're upset. You're shocked. You're shocked. You literally are the people. Okay, and this goes back to, I've always had this discussion with people. So you have the group of people that can have kids who don't need to be having kids. Just naturally, it's called, they're just fertile. It's just the way it works. They can pop them out left and right and not have any issues. And then you have the people who struggle and truly struggle to have their children, to make a child of their own.
Yes.
This lady is literally that.
She's making a joke out of
She's hit that middle ground between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
And it's just how dear Jesus help me.
The way I see it is that we have to make a choice. Which babies go if we do this? And it breaks our heart that we are in this position.
Oh, dear God, help me! I'm not cursed.
Hold on. But we need to do what we can for the sake of our children. This story sounds so tragic, like a soap opera storyline or something, but
or something.
It's honestly the hardest thing I've ever done.
Shut up.
So, my question is both: am I the asshole for having this preference in this?
Yes. 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 Doesn't matter anything else. Yes. Yes. You are a giant flaming a-hole. You. Oh, I. That's why this is so hard. Shut up. Shut up. I don't. See, it's moments like now where you really kind of walk that line of what you truly believe and
Breathe,
not
buddy.
open your mouth and say something against it, because I would just
Breathe.
I don't ever wish harm or death or anything on anybody,
Right.
but I really wish someone just beat her ass.
If you feel like Dylan and you want to beat the ever-loving tar out of the liberals and idiots out there, maybe you should do the second best thing, which is go to Patriot Mobile. You see, Patriot Mobile is America's only conservative cell phone company out there, and they're doing the exact opposite of these libtards.
They're doing the opposite of what this lady's doing.
Exactly. If you're fed up with abortion laws and
'Cause I
Bloomberg gun
am.
controls and stalemates at the border, and just make the simple switch to Patriot Mobile. Join the thousands of Americans using Patriot Mobile and get reliable nationwide coverage, and watch your hard-earned money fight for your rights and the rights of your unborn children. Veteran-led Patriot Mobile donates a portion of every bill to conservative causes like the Heritage Foundation, the NRA, and the Susan B. Anthony List. Switching to Patriot Mobile is easy with their unlimited plan for talk and text, starting as low as $20 a month. Do you need more motivation than Dylan blowing his top? I don't know.
This was calm too.
Mention
so you know.
yeah, this was really calm. Mention the promo code DOC when you call them at 1-800-A-PATRIOT. That's DOC at 1-800-A-PATRIOT, or go to patriotmobile.com/DOC, and you can get 2 activation fees waived on the spot. Look, enough is enough. Join the fight today. 1-800-A-PATRIOT, promo code DOC, or patriotmobile.com/DOC. Are you okay, buddy?
I'm calmed down a little bit. That just.
Are you okay?
I'm drinking my blueberry donut APR coffee, and it's helping.
By the way, APR Coffee, the unofficial sponsor of all Mojo 50.
Yeah, it is.
Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Yep. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it today, because you're missing out on so
Well,
much.
see, here's the thing, Dylan. You are not alone, okay? You are not alone. Peach is here with you.
Yeah. I know I'm not. It's just there's this is I really can go into reasons as to why this is a very sensitive subject, and one day I might actually dive into that. But this is when it comes to life, like I've even told my oldest son that I can't remember what we were talking about. We were watching something about a show where he was talking something about, and it was some bad guy died, and he was like, "Oh, that's great." And I'm like, "Well, no, that's not great, because that's the end of his life."
Right.
Once you're dead, it's done. There's no, if you're a bad guy, as this is the analogy I was telling him, if you're a bad guy, there's no chance for you to make it right. Once it's done, it's done. Life is over. And very few people grasp it at that angle. And it's just this kind of stuff. I saw this, and I had to text it to Steven, and all I said was, I'm gonna lose my blankety blank asterisk
And so
ampersand,
I obviously
exclamation
wanted
point.
to headline this because of that.
Yeah. And he just all sat back, seeing this how he knows me. Okay.
Okay, this is what we're going to do tonight.
Okay. And we're not done. There's a couple more we're getting ready to.
So many more things, but real quick, Christine Ruff over on the Facebook says, Steven can sing.
Oh, we both can sing. We just
we
don't do it
can.
very often.
We just don't do it often. It's just,
We don't do it.
oh, that should be a thing. We should do a thing.
We should
That
do
should
like
be
a
thing.
like a 2-minute song once a week.
Eric over on Facebook says, want to beat a liberal? Call Patriot Mobile.
Absolutely. Because if you do it, see, and again, this goes back to upholding my principles. You don't hit somebody because you're just like them. So you beat them in the wallet. It takes a little bit longer to get there, but it still works.
Yes,
so.
it still works. It is still there. Oh, man.
Oh.
Once again, you're not alone. Literally everybody that we have commenting is saying basically the exact same thing.
Oh,
so
no, I'm sure. I'm sure.
We're 100% behind you, buddy.
I know.
I get more of a kick out of you getting pissed off, and you obviously laugh when I do. So...
Oh no, this is true. It happens with me a little bit more often.
Yeah, and it's just it's funnier, especially when I can goad it pretty well. And
you do too, Mister. I'm gonna play the soft music.
I'm gonna play the soft music, and I'm gonna do this right. We're gonna do.
Yeah,
this
I was
so
actually
right.
worried you were gonna play the walking away music from the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, that would have been bad.
That would have. I would have. Oh, how dare you ruin that national treasure with that?
But today, students for life at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor set up a cemetery of innocent displays on campus to commemorate innocence display on campus to commemorate the lives lost to abortion. The pink crosses are part of a spring quote #Planned Parenthood Truth tour on campus, where Students for Life groups are exposing the truth about Planned Parenthood's poor track record of helping women, because they don't help women.
They've never helped the women.
They don't help the women's.
They don't. They collect government fundage and they kill women's, technically.
But some angry pro-abortionist activists decided they were not happy with the pro-lifers and they're practicing their free speeches. So what they decided to do was they decided to go and start picking up and throwing away all of the crosses.
Because that's grown up, right?
They're picking them up, crushing them, stepping on them, and what do they say? Oh, I'm just cleaning up the trash.
Yeah, of course you are, which is probably the exact same euphemism that you use when you go into said Planned Parenthood to take care of.
Oh, that's just cleaning out my trash.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same wordage that they use, just because you can't actually spend. I don't know. How much is a condom today? Like $1? You can go to a gas station.
She can get them for free, honestly.
Yeah, you can go to, if you can't do it early, you hit a gas station up for $1.25. I mean.
It's there.
It's there. No, you have to make me pay for you killing a baby. Thank you.
You can go get a box of 20 or something for like $9, I think. I don't know. Something like that.
Whatever.
Keep you steady for a while. Be all right. Just be fine.
You keep one in your wallet. You will be okay. Students for Life set up the 1,000 crosses at 9 a.m. with the permission from the school. On the diag on campus, and there and throughout the day, pro-abortion activists, presumably students, although it is unclear.
They don't know if they're students.
Crosses. Oh, just who the hell cares? It doesn't matter. Kept pulling crosses out of the ground and placing them in trash bags or putting them on top of trash cans.
Apparently, you can get condoms for free at high schools and junior high schools at the nurse's office.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better.
Thanks, Roz, over on Facebook.
God,
for telling me that. Oh, okay. I've decided we're definitely homeschooling the kids.
I just, I see. I try to have such faith in people, and that just, you crushed my spirit. I hate people now.
Crushing my heart.
It's mangled into a little. Okay.
Why did you do this to me, Vito? You're breaking my heart.
Seriously, on the day, that's the day of my daughter's wedding.
And along with that, so, you have these people protesting and everything else, but then you also have these two huge makeup companies, rival cosmetic companies, MAC and Benefit. I know nothing.
For who?
I know nothing about them.
I've never heard of them.
We'll be teaming up this spring to donate to Planned Parenthood, America's #1 provider of abortions. Although both companies already give to the organization about $1.6 million in 2008, each of them will give it millions and millions more.
I assume, though, that they're going to have that much in sales.
Chew on that. We'll be right back. Oh, Dylan's face.
This is the Dylan's blood pressure is trying to come down still face. See, I don't do well with this. I don't do well with this at all.
Oh.
This has a very touchy personal spot in my I
agree. I understand. I completely understand.
Anyway.
Oh gosh. Oh jeez. I have faith in people. People prove what I shouldn't. Prove why I shouldn't. Christine Ruffo from Facebook. Amen
to that. Asking for a friend at Jack Hole, Mrs. Doc at DOA show. Dylan lost Steven Airey. I have lost all faith in humanity, but that happened a long time ago.
It's a long, long time ago.
I'm right there with you, actually, and I
feel you, bro.
I keep trying to bring it back,
and that doesn't happen.
I keep looking for something, and they keep poo-pooing
keep
me.
reeling you back in. They just keep on reeling you back. I get no respect. No respect at all.
Oh, they're peep. I did. I almost dropped a curse word.
Goose frappa.
Dude, I almost dropped a curse word that I don't.
Get yourself collected, man. It's okay.
I did.
Donna said, "Somebody get Dylan in some cool clothes." All right, we're coming back.
And welcome back, everybody. Defenders Live is on the radio. I'm a tad calmer now. Not a lot, but a little bit.
A little bit.
A teensy-weensy bit.
So during the first half, I finished my drink, and so I don't have anything else to do. Hopefully there won't be anything too stressful coming up. I'm just saying.
God, yeah, I know, right? I know.
Oh gosh! But before we get that, our next sponsor is Tower River Arms.
It is Tar River Arms. Why should you go to Tar River Arms?
I don't know. Maybe because they're America's first virtual gun store.
That is amazing. Or how about the fact that they've modernized online firearm sales to accommodate the online generation?
Is that making it easier and more comfortable than ever to purchase firearms online?
It is. As a matter of fact, you can sit there in your jammies and you can look and experience the entire 3D interactive experience of looking at a gun, almost like having it there. Except for you don't get to pick up and hold it. That's the only. But you're that close. You can see the high def pictures.
That close.
You can see the smudges, the dust. Yeah, the dust is there. They have weekly specials.
Oh, they do?
They do have weekly specials. Great prices and service.
Oh yeah. Do they have great guns though?
They do have amazing guns. Have you looked? Speaking of like on serious note, have you looked yet?
At what?
At a gun?
No, I'm waiting.
Made your selection?
I'm waiting until I get my license, and then if we're good, we're good.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Anyway, TRA Guns, veteran owned and operated. TRAguns.com. Use the promo code Steven and let them know that I sent you there.
Yeah, that he sent you there.
They also have layaway and consignment options available. Oh, before I forget, sad note.
Sorry, you just said sad note and I started laughing.
No, actual sad note, family. I would really appreciate it if you guys out there would pray for my family. There's some issues going on with my mom. So if you could, just keep her in your thoughts. That'd be amazing.
Indeed. And, well, if we're going to play that game, my wife is leaving out tomorrow for her father's funeral. So if y'all want to do that as well.
Keep that in your minds as well.
Any other prayer requests or thoughts y'all have, make sure you hit us up on the Facebook or Twitters.
At DOA Show.
At DOA Show.
Hashtag
prayer request.
Speaking of the Twitters, I have lost all faith in humanity, but that happened a long time ago. Asking for a friend, Jack Hole. I understand.
Don and Renee on the Facebook. Dylan needs to get a chilled towelette. Don't wrap it around your neck. Not too tightly. Just looking out for you, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you,
good.
Donna.
Mr. DGoFundMe.com / save Camp Dragon.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my
Says,
God.
Dang. Things fell overboard while deep sea fishing.
I don't know. Let's go back to that name.
Yeah, that fell overboard while deep sea fishing. I don't know what else is going on, but
I don't know which drug up, but holy crap.
Golly.
Jeez, oh Pete, man. That was...
Oh, and I can't forget over on the MeWe's, we have Just Peachy saying, a couple things. She's saying a couple things over here.
A couple?
Baby gravy, zygotes. We all hear what's behind that, darling. It's not offensive if it's true, and tell Dylan to breathe before he has a stroke.
I'm breathing. I'm breathing. It may be very loudly and through my nostrils, but I'm breathing.
Yes, and speaking of loudly and through your nostrils, parents refuse to facilitate sex change of autistic son, so authorities threaten to put him in foster care.
This is so stupid. But in all fairness, this is completely asinine. However, this is something that you guys need to pay attention to because it's coming here. Because this is over in the UK. Parents of a teenager who is a boy.
Yes.
Who has Asperger's.
Yes.
And autism.
Yes.
Were threatened by authorities to have their child placed in foster care after they refused to help him facilitate a so-called, quote, sex change of the boy. Recalling the horrifying ordeal to the Daily Mail, the couple, who wished to remain anonymous, claimed that an NHS clinic in the UK said that their 14-year-old boy should be put on hormone blockers since he told them he thought he was a girl. The parents, believing their child's autism played a role in the declaration of gender confusion, refused to cooperate with the, quote, transition, end quote, particularly since blockers can cause irrevocable damage.
Yes, that's true. It is completely true.
Which I don't understand why people seem so shocked by that. You're changing the DNA, the way that your body was made to something that it's not, and you're shocked that it causes harm. Anyway, after mom and dad pulled their son from the gender clinic, didn't know there was such a thing, apparently. School officials reported the parents to child services for, quote, emotional abuse, end quote, due to their objections to the sex change. One of the teachers, the Daily Mail noted, told the parents, quote, that they should find alternative accommodations for their son, or else he would be put into temporary foster care, end quote.
Yes.
A month later, the couple was visited by local authorities concerning the complaint. Desperate to keep their child out of foster care, they allowed the boy to live with a family friend.
Really? So basically they put their kid into foster care?
They caved, yeah.
They caved. And they put their kid in foster care.
Which I guarantee you that family friend is doing the exact same thing that he's going along with it too.
Of course. Yes. That's because he doesn't want to have anything else. Just Peachy over on the MeWe says, I'll say it for Dylan. Are you out of your farking minds?
Yeah, I was just about to read that too. See, James in Louisiana, I'm calling you out. I am reading the MeWe's tonight.
He is reading them. I just happen to be reading them faster.
I'm just not doing very well. Okay,
right. I'm just a little bit quicker on the uptake, mainly because he's reading the story and I'm reading comments.
Anyway, he was also placed on so-called, quote, child protection plan, whatever that means. According to citizensadvice.org, quote, a child protection plan is a plan drawn up by the local authority. Oh, isn't that a delight? It sets out how the child can be kept safe, how things can be made better for the family, and what support they will need, end quote.
Right.
Such plans are implemented by local authorities when the Child Protection Conference.
You see the air quotes. There are many, many air quotes here. I gotta. There you go.
concludes that the child is suffering or is likely to suffer significant harm. The site notes. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. The mom is obviously heartbroken over the whole thing.
Oh, yes. She's stricken.
As she should be.
Yes.
Look,
these are the parents are actually trying to do the right thing. The parents are trying to do the right thing. They're caving because they have no other thing to do other than cave. You see, they live in a society and in a country to where they can't stand up to their government, to where they're not allowed to stand up to their government. And we are slowly getting to that point ourselves.
Yeah, well, not getting a little bit faster. I hate to.
Yeah, slowly but surely it is getting there, and it's pretty upsetting, honestly.
It's so sad though. They're literally and by the way, this is coming here.
Yes, it is coming our way, guys.
If we don't get our junk together and get with the program, this will be here before you know it. The family has been placed back together, but the mother fears that more parents will be subjected to such horrendous ordeal with their own kids.
Yes,
it's a. So the Daily Wire reported back. Actually, I forgot about this one. There's that Texas father.
Yeah,
that's in the custody battle with his ex-wife. Because the little boy the mom was trying to push the boy to be transgender, to be a girl. Remember that story? We did that one.
Yes, we did.
And the dad is like, "There's no way. When he's around me, he doesn't want to be a girl. He has no intentions of wanting to be a girl." Blah 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 blah. And then turn around and the mom's like, "No, he wants to be a boy. He has to do it." Blah blah blah. And because they share, like his custody situation is in jeopardy because of that.
Yeah. I mean, you got it. So I'm not adding to it because you got it.
There's no reason to.
Yeah, there's no reason to.
There's no reason
it's
to.
Right on point.
It's just gonna make your eyes twitch again.
Exactly. And you know what? Instead of making your eyes twitch, why don't you go to catcoolers.com?
Why don't you go there?
Because there you can find rugged, awesome, fully customizable coolers. Not only do they keep your ice cold for 7 days, but they're made in the United States. They come in 4 different colors, actually 5 now, because they have 2 different types of black. So they've got white, black, yellow, and camouflage. The secondary black also has a blue stripe in it to indicate when it's cold.
And you said they're customizable. How customizable are they, Steven?
Well, you can do anything you want on them. If you would like to if you'd like to put a logo of maybe our Eagle crest on there, or a Mojo 50 logo on there, or even if you want to put Brad's face on the top of it and let somebody sit on it because that would make him happy, it is available. Oh yes, you can also put Jackhole Nation all around that crap. All around that cooler. If you go to catcoolers.com, go look at everything that they have available there and use the promo code Steven, you get 10% off. Catcoolers.com, use the promo code Steven, get 10% off.
So, moving on from horrible corruption and our government. Sorry, that first story still has me really PO.
Okay, so there's a weird conversation going on in the MeWe's.
And
just
how weird is it?
Just peachy. That's why I stalk the show hosts. Follow. No, you didn't.
Yes.
On MeWe. Yes. You stalk. It wasn't a slip. And then Matt Locke decides to jump in. Who doesn't stalk? Come on!
Stalks.
Matt Locke, how are you on the DOAE show page? I never invited you. When did you get in? Joking. I'm completely joking. Oh, that is amazing. Keep up the work.
He follows the party, man.
He follows everything. The party. Like, Matt Locke is the ultimate stalker in the MeWe chat rooms. He follows everything and almost never says a word.
Yep.
And that's...
We'll leave it there.
That needs a few of those.
Just a couple.
There's a case study out there.
There is.
And it says that a $15 minimum wage would cause 400,000 new crimes per year.
This was interesting. This was from the Washington Free Beacon.
See, this is good. This is good. See,
I've never seen this before from this angle, and so we thought that this would be a good way to go.
I want to read this to you because it's amazing.
It is.
If you don't mind, can I
go for it?
I take this one. Okay,
you go for it.
All right, a $15 per hour minimum wage would lead to $2.4 billion in property crimes. A new paper released Monday argues. You see, the paper directly contradicts past arguments, most prominently from Obama-era Council of Economic Advisors. You see the air quotes.
What?
That raising the minimum wage would reduce crime rates. Rather, the author finds an increase to the minimum wage drives up property crime rates among 16 to 24-year-olds, and the group most likely to be working for those minimum wage pays already. You see, a myriad of factors determine whether or not people choose to commit crimes, including economic ones. Access to jobs, steady income, education can all be influences whether or not a person begins a career or becomes a criminal. You see, this has a particular implication for policymakers looking to reduce crime. In addition to expensive interventions like increasing incarceration and the number of cops and enhancing labor market access, and the number of cops. Enhancing labor market access and outcomes might be a more effective approach. It's crazy.
Weird.
You see, the analysis concluded that raising the minimum wage by to $12 in 2020 would cut crime rates by 3 to 5%, equivalent to 200. This was from the Obama era stuff.
Yep.
Okay. It said that they would cut crime by 3% to 5%, roughly 250,000 to 510,000 crimes.
That's amazing.
That's awesome, right?
Hey, and then if you throw in the gun control that they were trying to push it, that would just make like all crime virtually go away, right?
It's historic. That would be amazing.
It is amazing. Unprecedented.
However, there is a problem with this approach. Although the minimum wage increase take-home wages for some workers, it also leads to reduced hours and job loss among other workers. This is especially true for those whose skill level, who put their market value at the labor at their labor below the floor imposed by the minimum wage, a situation which increasingly encourages the replacements of people by robots.
Basically, what they're saying is if you're going to be a burger flipper,
you're going to get replaced.
You're going to get replaced.
Which also means that, especially if you are a cashier, they're going to replace you with automated systems.
They already are. Have you and I don't know if anybody else's Walmart's doing this, but
yes,
Steven knows our local Walmart over here,
and
so everybody complains about. And this is a sidebar, and this is a little tangent on this,
of course.
But so everybody complains, and it's this running joke. Oh, Walmart, it's literally 32 lanes, and only 4 of them are open. Even at Christmas time, they open an extra 4, and that's it. What's the point? There's some I've never seen open before. I don't know if they're doing all of them. I'm assuming they are. Ours has been completely renovated now to where there literally are only 12. I think there's 12 in the middle, and then the rest on either side of the 32 are all self-checkout. Yeah. Entirely self-checkout. We're talking a couple of them even have the little belt that
they do the whole thing. Yes. Now, here's the thing, right? So the reason why they're bringing this up is with the type of jobs that minimum wage increases would be pushing for. Okay, those increases would be for the same job that somebody is doing now for, I don't know, $7 an hour, $10 an hour, $12 an hour, whatever it is. I think the federal right now is $7.50 an hour.
Yeah, something like that. So,
$7.50,
$80 somewhere around
so there. That minimum wage job is a zero skill job.
Yep.
You're not supposed to go there and make a living wage off of it. It's a zero skill job. It is a job that you go there to learn a skill.
It's a job that a teenager goes to pay for his car insurance or pays for him to be able to go out and hang out with friends or do whatever. It's to get your feet wet with getting used to working and building, responsibility at work.
Yes.
And then you move on to bigger, better things.
Right.
It is raise a family of 4 on.
It is a step stool job. Okay? You're supposed to be bettering yourself as you continue on, as you press forward. I mean,
and if you don't, that's on you.
Yeah, if you don't, that's on you. I did this.
I did it.
I worked at a watch shop, then I worked at a Cinnabon, then I worked at a men's warehouse. I know,
Wow.
and every time I went to a different
How'd you
job,
not gain weight working at a Cinnabon?
I didn't because I was young
Oh, okay. No, I guess.
and I
that makes
drank a lot
sense.
of coffee.
I can't work it. I worked at.
But every job that I took, I slowly increased my pay.
Yep.
Every
And
new
that's-
job was only transmitted over because I increased my pay.
Yep.
That's the
Well,
only
and you
reason why I
also
moved.
increased your experience in your work experience and your, you made yourself.
I made
irreplaceable.
myself a more viable
exactly.
employee. And here's the thing. Exactly. It's a job. It's not meant to be a career. You're not supposed to live off of $7 an hour. It is possibly supplemental, mostly for you to train yourself to learn how to work in an environment around other people where you have a demand upon you.
Yes, and if you want to stay in that business, i.e., flipping burgers,
Then maybe
then
you
do
progress.
what is required, and
get-
you work your way up.
Yeah, you go from flipping burgers to being the cashier, and then from being the cashier to being the day manager, and then the night manager, and then you become the manager's manager, and then you can go and you can be you can, after you're so many years, you can buy a franchise,
Yeah. Now, for long you own the sucker, and ta-da!
and then you make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're one of the 1%. You know, if you progress that way, that's your job. That's how you want to do it. Some people do that, and that's amazing. And
They call that.
I tip my hat to them.
Yeah.
But
there's a way they call that. What is that? Self. It's a word.
Self,
It's like
is it a compound word?
yeah, it is. It is
self,
a compound
It
word.
starts with an E, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Self,
Oh well, it'll come to me.
yeah. I'll do that.
I just get tired of this crap, but I've never thought of it like this. Like it will and then you turn around and basically the story goes on to explain the study goes on to explain that long and the short is when people get replaced
With robots.
with robots, then all of a sudden now they have time. You don't have a job, which means people are going to be more prone to crime, whether out of spite or as even going back to the old adage of the idle hands of the devil's work, or the devil's plaything. Excuse me, the devil's plaything.
Right.
And I just, it's you're not meant to be there. You're not supposed to start there. That's why most of the cats that work at McDonald's or whatever that are higher up have been there since they were 17 years old.
Yes.
And they just
They just
were
kept
good
working
at it. They enjoyed it, and they moved up, and life worked for them because they put in effort.
They put in the effort. They put in the time. That's what they did. Asking for a friend, Jack Hole says, I work in vending. I gain weight daily.
Yes. The struggle is real. I'm with you, brother.
Oh, gosh. Oh, asking for a friend, Jack Hole. Also saying, can I put a rinse of Izzo's micro penis on a cat cooler? Asking for a friend. Even though no one would see it. Just saying. Hashtag what I learned today. Yes. My answer to him was yes. No one would see it, no matter how big he tried to make it, so it doesn't matter.
This is true. This is true.
Yes.
Anyway. Oh! You know what we forgot to do?
What did we forget to do?
We forgot to mention a thing we're doing.
Oh, yes. Yes, we should mention that quickly.
We should mention this real quickly. So, it has been brought to our attention
That we need a
need
hashtag.
to be more original.
We need a hashtag.
We need a hashtag. All the other shows have a hashtag, and his hashtag is suited to them.
Yep.
Like Jeremy's is Unleashed. Brendan Morris has got the
Code
hashtag
Monkeys.
Code Monkeys.
Rants of
the morning
Izzo
shows.
has Izzo
Yeah.
things.
Everybody's got one. We really don't have one. We have been kind of picking off of everyone else's, and we need y'all's help.
Yes. So
Think
here's
of a
the
good
offer.
hashtag. Submit them.
Yes. And here's the
Where do we
offer.
want them to
Here's
submit
the
them?
offer.
Hold on. But where do we want them to submit it? Do we want
Oh,
email or do we want
no, I want
Facebook?
yeah, go to emails. Go to emails. Yeah.
Let's do the email. Email at doashow.com.
Yep.
Info at doashow.com.
info@doashow.com. Your
Your
submissions
suggestions.
for hashtags. And yes, you can send multiples in once. That make
you
it
can do
better.
whatever you want, but when you send them, put your name and your address.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're gonna do is when one is decided upon,
yes,
you will be notified, and you will be receiving a mug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll get a mug. It'll be. Should we do the
you
Defenders?
Don't have yours. I don't have mine either. Daggone it.
I don't have it in my hands.
I don't either. I'm drinking on my beard mug.
What do I do with my hands? But yeah, so Defenders mug. You can either get the Principles Above Privilege, or
the Eagle.
The Eagle Crest mug. Both of which will be available to you, and it'll be for the one that we actually choose for our show. So, info at DOAE Show. Info at DOAE Show. Send your hashtag suggestions.
Yep. And this will go pretty much until we can decide. We will keep everyone abreast as we narrow things down. Thank you. But as we narrow things down, we'll get a whole bunch of them, and we'll start saying, okay, well, now we're going to take from this pot, and we're going to narrow it down until we get to our one, and then said winner will receive something shortly. So yes, please help us out. Hashtag find Defenders a hashtag.
Let's not do that one. Don't do that.
No, don't do that one.
That doesn't work.
And we're already ahead of you. We don't want hashtag McHashtag face. Okay.
Or hashtag DOAE show DOAE show face.
Yeah. Or
hashtag Defenders McDefender face. We don't want those.
Yeah. We've already gotten this. We already had those suggested.
That's all this morning. We got them. We don't want them.
Moved on.
It's not there.
The joke is dead.
Yes. So speaking of dead jokes, the UK schools are now removing analog clocks.
I'm sorry, why they're doing what now?
They're removing all analog clocks from their exam rooms because their kids can no longer read them.
Wait a second. Hold on. So, children who are in school. Now, I call me crazy, but children go to school to they do this thing there. It's not to engage in sex or into smoke in the bathroom or all the other socializing things that they do, the bullying and whatnot. It's to learn, isn't it? That's what I thought they went in there to do, was to learn things. And wouldn't reading an analog clock fall under that little umbrella? I would think. Right?
Yes.
It should. It should fall under that, I thought. Call me crazy. I was homeschooled my whole life. I don't know. But yeah, in the age of Fortnite, most of us do... most of what we do now is on a screen, whether it's checking Twitter, Netflix, even homework.
Yes.
But in the UK, where teachers are now installing digital clocks in exam rooms because their children are having difficulty reading the time. Now, I would argue, what is your children doing reading a clock instead of doing their work?
Right. If you're in school,
your head down.
This is a test, right? This is in testing exam areas, yes?
I could very well be. My point is it doesn't really matter. If you put your head down, you'll get the work done quicker.
Stop looking at the clock. The more you look at the clock, the longer it's going to take.
Yeah, it doesn't move faster, actually.
And the less work you do anyway.
Slowly.
Slower.
The current generation aren't as good at reading the traditional clock face as older generations.
Hold on. Sorry. Stop. You need to give this the
I've got to do the UK thing?
No. Okay. You got to give this the proper adieu.
Okay.
Your generation aren't as good at reading traditional clock face as the older generation.
Well, hold on. You didn't have it with an accent. So the current generation is aren't good at reading a traditional clock face as the older generation.
They're used to seeing a digital representation of a time on their phone and the computer. Nearly everything they got is digital, so youngsters are just exposed to time of being given digital everything.
Close enough. Hashtag like a native.
I don't get it.
The whole point, and they sit there, and this guy is Malcolm Trobe, is a deputy general security secretary at the Association of School and College Leaders. Told the Telegraph.
Sorry, say that again.
Malcolm Trobe, deputy general secretary.
Thank you, deputy general secretary. You said deputy.
I did say deputy. I heard the music starting up. I was like, oh crap, I need to run through this.
It's okay. We did it. We got through it. It's all good.
You don't want them to put their hands up to ask how much time is left. How about just take them out altogether. Don't put a clock in at all.
That's right. Hello. Hey, wait a tick. All right. Anyway.
That's it for the show, guys.
Yes.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Go to doaeshow.com for everything that is Defenders. Got some swag, our logos, Jack Nation logos, anything.
All of them are there. Everything is there. Now, I tell you what.
What's that?
We've been doing show closes and everything else. By the way, check out doaeshow.com/shop. And I think we're going to change that up too. So, until then, good night, everybody.